Hi there, it's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead, and today I'm out here on a nice, beautiful, cool, very overcast morning. We had some light rain this morning and we're expected a little more, so I thought I'm going to get out here. I got that one last bed that I haven't planted that's in now. And I'm going to put Hubbard squash, those princess pumpkins, and some of the little round sweet pumpkins I use to make pies with. So I got the bed all ready, and I put some hills in there, and I'm sure it's overkill. It's a 4 by 12 bed, but I think maybe if I can try to train them a little bit, we're just gonna, it's an experiment. We'll see what happens. So hang in there. Here we go. Okay, so I'm at the end of the bed. I'm going to speak kind of loud, hoping you can hear me. I think I'm just going to put about 3 seeds per hill. I've got 3 hills going across. If I was smart, I'd probably only do 2, but I'm going to do 3. I always allow for 1 or 2 not to make it. So these are my Hubbard squash that I got from Nash's Ranch last year. I'll put a link to their Facebook page and you can follow them. They grow all kinds of squash, gourds, pumpkins. It's a fun place to take your kids. Okay, I'm going to put this right in the middle of my rows. It says Hubbard squash. I figured with the rain can do the watering for me. I think I'll probably water them in pretty good too, because we're not supposed to get a whole lot of moisture out of this. But it'll be nice, and rain water always seems to do better in the garden. I think it's full of like nitrogen and all that good stuff. Okay, now these I also got at Nash's. I got 1 of each, the Hubbard, and I call them princess squash. They're the large, low, squatty. They're beautiful. That had the most gorgeous orange, sweet meat that I've ever had in a pumpkin, and I canned it, and I'll tell you what, that stuff made the best pumpkin pies. Right? Once you get the hills done, that's the most time-consuming part of all of this. There we go. And I used to plant my pumpkin seeds in the ground when I started putting stuff in the ground after the first frost, but then I realized it's a little too early even with my shorter growing season. So I kind of guesstimated. I started June 1st last year, and it worked out absolutely perfect to have the pumpkins by Halloween, because the goal is always to give the littles a jack-o'-lantern. So far I haven't really made it to that, because one year the gophers got to it. They will come along, eat the bottoms out, and then they rot, which is horrid, but that's what they do. And they will eat some of the plants. Okay, we're going to come around the other side and do the same thing. So hopefully these little guys I just planted, I forgot to tell you about. There's a little lady in Palisadro that has a little small pumpkin patch every year. And I bought the pumpkins to carve for jack-o'-lanterns, and then I bought extras so I could, it was the first time I ever cooked and canned pumpkin, and boy, they were good, sweet little pie pumpkins. And so I saved the seeds. I think that's one of the first things I started saving seeds on. Saving pumpkin seeds is really easy. And I cook some, season them up. I'll bake them and cook them so we can eat them, the seeds of course. And then I thought, well, I'm going to save some of these, and I got so many seeds out of them. And I'm still using the seeds. And last year, I grew them on a trellis, and they're small enough. They're probably the size of a very large cantaloupe, maybe a little bigger. And they were really delicious. I made my pies with those too, and I did make a pie with my Hubbard squash, and that was really good. It's a really nice dark orange sweet meat. There we go. One more. Boy, if these all grow, we're going to have a lot of squash / pumpkins growing everywhere, but that's okay. That's our goal. Okay, so we got 3 per hill. I did 6 of the Hubbard. The Hubbard's down there. 6 of the Hubbard, 6 of the Princess, and only 3 of the little sweet pumpkins. So I'm going to water those in. And I don't know, we're going to see. I think it's going to rain again. So we'll water these in. And then I'll do my old pine straw around the hills. And that's about all I have for you today. So we've got our pumpkins planted. I had a goal of June 1st. I had a show on June 1st. Then yesterday I waited till it got too hot. So now it's absolutely perfect. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I will link Nash's if you're local, so you can pop in and check out all their fun festivities and all the goodies that they grow. All right, well, I hope the sun is shining, or if it's overcast, it's nice and cool.